Okay, I've had a chance to wear the new Simms G4Z Waders, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about them.
Yeah, that's a big bro.
For a lot of you have heard that the Simms Wader world has expanded to the newest generation of G4Zs. In this case, Z meaning zipper. To me, it looked like they really knocked it out of the park. There are certainly some features on this wader that are, if you're in that G4, G3 kind of world, that what I would pay close attention to, because there are some potentially game-changing features on the wader, and I'll get to those in a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about Goretex. At its core, and there's multi-layers here, but at its core, what it consists of is a membrane that has, just imagine little tiny holes that they're a lot smaller than water molecules, so that means water from the outside can't get in, but they're much larger than vapor molecules, which can pass out. I don't know what voodoo magic they use to do that, but essentially it keeps water out, pure water, and then vapor like perspiration and things like that to be able to escape. So breathability is a big piece of any wader package. Goretex is probably from 30 years ago, however long it's been, on the forefront of breathable waterproof fabrics. Suffice it to say, Goretex is a great fabric package for waders in particular, because waders are likely going to get wet 100% of the time and they're going to be submerged. So it is very important that you have a fabric that is breathable so you don't sweat to death like the old neoprenes, but also that keeps the water out. And more importantly than those two as well, or just as important, is durability. You don't want these to rip out or get puncture holes on the first time out. So let's go through the wader features in general. I've used the equivalent of all the other brands, kind of at their top of the line: Patagonia, Grundon, Squala, Orvis, all make great waders. Everybody kind of has some brand loyalty in a way, so I'm not biased. I've worn and used these waders on the water, as I have a lot of other different waders, including Simms G3, Simms Freestones. So I've tried a lot of them, and I'm just going to go down what I feel are the call-outs for this set of waders that you will need to know when coming to buy your next pair of waders. So first and foremost, we get a total fabric package changeover, which includes the lower section of the wader, which now comes a little higher, is a 4-layer Goretex Pro. So what the Pro basically means that it's going to be more durable and more breathable, so less likely to spring leaks. So that's a good thing. So it's 4 layers on the bottom, and as you can see by the color change, that just denotes that the upper is a 3-layer Goretex fabric package. So that's kind of the core of the waders in terms of the fabric package. You're not going to find too many other waders out there that will give you this level of fabric when it comes to durability, breathability, and waterproofness. So let's just talk then about, we got away the nerdy, boring fabric stuff, but let's talk nuts and bolts of the waders. What makes them tick, what I liked about them, and what you might like about. We'll review some of those. So first off, let's just go from the top down. Biggest call out on these, and I think for me at least, a zip wader is a game changer. Obviously you can survive without a zipper, but I'll tell you what, getting your waders on and off, taking a leak in the middle of nowhere, the zipper is a game changer. In this pair, the zipper comes down a little bit further now, which is really nice. And of course, the zipper is waterproof, so you should not be getting any water in anywhere where the zipper is. Now let's talk about the straps, because I think the straps are a big deal, and hats off to Simms. They have converted over to a little adjustable clasp, and there are no buckles. So these essentially you don't have to worry about catching the buckle and finding it when you put them on. Well, the way these work, and you've seen this kind of feature with Orvis and Patagonia waders, is that comes up, it loosens this strap, and now reach into this front pocket, adjust the wader tag end down, essentially shortening this, and you can adjust it to fit varying different heights depending on your size. The cool thing though, I probably won't be using this, the fastener clip thing very much, because number one, the straps are a lot more flexible, and because you have that elasticity and adjustability here, you can unzip and just take them off. Very, very efficient. I like efficiency when I get to the water, not having to mess around with things. Okay, working our way down, we're gonna go to the inside. And you'll notice that inside of the waders, we have 2 waterproof zippered pockets. So this is great for your phone. It's a great feature. Not too many waders have onboard waterproof compartments. So you've got 2 of them, 1 on each side. These front pockets are accessible on the front with a zipper. These are not waterproof, but they are very stretchy. I was able to fit a couple of fly boxes in here, and so you can kind of see that has some stretch. And then right underneath it, so it's not the same compartment, you have your hand warmer pockets. And cool thing with the hand warmer pockets is they are fleece lined. So when we were on the river the other day, I'd get my hands wet. I always find myself putting my hands in those hand warmers anyways, but these are nice because it's fleece. Your hands dry a lot quicker, the water absorbs, and it gets you back to fishing and warm and no time flat. Okay, so those are some cool features. You have a little fly patch here. The wading belt is a little bit different. It's got a little bit of stretch. The adjustability on it is now a Velcro piece, which I find easier to use than the whole sliding buckle thinger. The wading belt loops are a lot more visible and prominent on the front, a little bit more reinforcement it looks like to me. So now let's work our way down a little bit. And one of the things that we will see, and you'll notice this when you put the waders on, is Simms has a new patented seam methodology on the legs. And what that means is it allows for you when you are out on the water walking, climbing, squatting, sitting, whatever, that there's less pull on your legs as you bend your legs. So however they've designed those seams, it is much more comfortable, I would say. We did a lot of kneeling down in the rocks. We're doing an entomology video and some fishing, and they were extremely comfortable. I didn't find any restriction. But the downside to that I found, and this maybe just come with time, is that because of that, I think when I put my legs into each leg, the booty ends up kind of twisting because of the way these seams are. So you just have to plan ahead and make sure you're twisting your foot as you stick these in. Other than that, getting them in is not a big deal. But as we work our way down a little, one other thing too is they do have these molded conformed booties, and that's made to fit your feet better so your feet aren't sliding around inside of the boot. The neoprene's very comfortable. One of the other new features that you're going to see here is these are gravel guards. They're very flexible. You'll notice they don't have the little hook on them, which is a little bit of a deviation in recent years. I'm not a big fan of the hook because I find it does more harm than it does good. So they've ditched the hook. These, like the G3s prior, fit around your boot, more of kind of an elastic fit without being too tight at all. They're actually perfect. I've never had any issues with them popping up and letting gravel or rocks or whatever into my boots. So I do like the design of this very simplified gravel guard. A lot of these bells and whistles for me would be compelling things to buy them. If you are in the Goretex wader world, I would say this is a great option for you. And again, everybody's gonna have their budget. This may not be for everybody, but if you are interested in it, we're gonna have links down below. You can get a little bit more information on them. Leave a comment if you have questions, give us a ring at the shop, send us a message through our website, and thanks for watching.